A very good morning, folks, and welcome to day 3 of the Under-13 Inter-School Basketball Championship 2026, powered by People's Bank. We are coming to you live from the Zahira College Sports Complex, Colombo. This is Avi and Mithula starting things off in the morning. It's the Dons taking on the Thomians all the way from Bandarawala. Going to be an exciting fixture for sure. A couple of days ago, we had the 4 quarterfinals. The likes of Royal College, St. Peter's, St. Joseph's, Wattala. And today, we have the fixtures for Division C. Dialog College going up against St. Thomas's College Bandarawala in the first quarterfinal. And a couple of other games going on as well. And game has tipped off. Bandarawala coming under the net early, pushing the advantage with the long cross. Dialog now looking to work it down the wing, driving it down into the box. St. Thomas is now on the rebound. A good starter step there. Dialog. Not a bad defense job so far.
DS boast a couple players with good physicality, but it's St. Thomas's College Bandarawala that get their first points on the board for the first time. We know how well DS basketball has evolved over the years, but they've got a tough ask here in Zahira College against St. Thomas's.
Yeah, absolutely. Just kisses the ring there. St. Thomas's College Bandarawala with first points on the board. Looking to drive it forwards. Makes quick advantage. Now, Nippy number 23. He's been called out of bounds. Dialog College now driving it from the back onto half court now. Running for a little bit of a set piece there. Setting up screens. He's driving in. That's good. They had to fight for the rebound. Getting back out to the 3-point line. Good rush defense there, unfortunately. Point guard not really on the ball as he should have been. Dialog getting out lucky. St. Thomas's fighting for possession. Now on the rebound. Can they break? Yes. Gets through 3. Goes for the layup. Kisses the rim there. Dialog have done well to make sure no more points on the board have been conceded. But their fans, their supporters would like points on their own on the board. And a timeout has been called.
Now for the trendy teenagers, People's Bank Yes Team, the first wow of the teens of the new era.
Back live, here's DS. They've been boasting majority of the possession in the first half, but they couldn't really do much work because the St. Thomas's rear guard was on point. Here's DS with possession, a brilliant counter attack going for the first points on the board for Dialog, and it's 2 apiece here at Zahira College Basketball Courts. DS have fought back, and from the time they've maintained possession, they haven't really been able to put pressure on St. Thomas's, and finally they get themselves on the score sheet. On rear guard, St. Thomas's, every time they've gotten possession, they've managed to contest the ring, and here's DS in the lead. This is brilliant at the net basketball by DS Senanayaka.
Yeah, now on the fast break here, DS Senanayaka driving it down the wing, getting it out into the center. Brilliant work there. The tall lad on the shooting guard, doing well for them. Number 99 does well to drive it in for St. Thomas's. Unlucky. DS Senanayaka once again finding space. Number 77 now with the bucket. 8 points to 2 now. Game turning in a big way after that timeout. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Again on the fast break, they've been really good with intercepts. Drives it in, goes for the layup. Unlucky there, did all the hard yards. St. Thomas's Bandarawela now being caught out defensively. He's been fouled there, has he? Yes, indeed he has. Yeah, that big number 28 for DS Senanayaka College. On the rear, just absolutely dwarfing the players. Oh, that's good, but number 98 just unable to get his hands on the ball. DS Senanayaka coming back into the game, driving it down. Couple of players setting up the screen. I really like this from number 29. Took on so many defenders, opened up the channel for him. Gets 2 more on the board. Brilliant work in this first quarter for the Dons. Just trying to drive it forwards, getting caught out with a rock-solid defense here.
The nippy number 23 for St. Thomas's is trying to play a lone hand, but DS, they've been up to the task, especially their number 29. He's brought his physicality to the fore. But since that timeout, everything's changed for DS. They've managed to revert pressure back on St. Thomas's. Here's that nippy number 23 challenging the defenders of DS Senanayaka. But how good, Arvin, has the DS defense been trying to win possession every opportunity they get.
Yeah, absolutely. Once again on the fast break here, just channels opening up on the outside. Number 13 now trying to drive it in, goes for the layup, kisses the rim, fighting for the rebound. This is where they struggled in the early game, in the opening couple of minutes. Goes for an audacious three-pointer. And, well, fortune favors the bold here, clearly. St. Thomas's Bandarawela now struggling. 9-point deficit in the first quarter. I mean, look, you have to change your game plan here, Metnuga. Because they're getting caught in these ISOs.
That's certainly what DS did after the first time out, and ever since then they've managed to find holes in that St. Thomas's defense, and all we've seen are layups, and just as we saw a couple of minutes ago, a brilliant three-pointer. And here's DS challenging the net again, going for another layup. DS are well and truly bossing St. Thomas's here. They've caught up with a 13-point lead over St. Thomas's. St. Thomas's have to turn things around. It's been a lone battle from the nippy number 23, but other than that, they've just been managing to give possession away. Here's DS once again with open space, and just missing out on another opportunity there, DS, but St. Thomas's have to find a way back into this game.
Yeah, now just going for the passing game once again. Going for the three-pointer. Number 29 posted under the bucket there. Safe hands. Number 13 getting into number 7. St. Thomas is now on the fast break. Could be an opportunity come calling for them first time. Yeah, desperate measures there. Unfortunately, not successful for the side in blue. Big man. Yeah, just competitive spirit running on a surplus here for a couple of the athletes. It's natural to be expected. But so important on a side note, on a footnote, to make sure that those aspects of your game are already honed. And these are the age categories where you need to be focusing on it. Now on the fast break, number 7 gets it under the bucket. Plenty of players. Number 7 getting into the big number 29, uses his physicality to boss around that defense and get 2 points more on the board.
Was dished out a warning, the number 29, but is done the bulk of the scoring for DS Senanaika from underneath that ring. He's been able to shoot, and that's really been the difference here at this Division C matchup.
And folks, that will be the end of the first quarter. An absolute massacre here. DS Senanaika College conceding early points, but then coming into the game in a big way. Here's the first quarter confirmation in just a couple of seconds. St. Thomas's College Bandara will have their work cut out for them. Clearly, that number 23 driving in forwards, lack of support play, and the state of affairs reflected in the scoreline at the end of the first quarter. The Dons 17, St. Thomas's Bandara just the 2. We will be back after this short break. Stay tuned.
Every dream has a beginning. Before the trophies, before the crowds, before the national jersey. For generations, basketball has shaped discipline, teamwork, leadership, and champions. Across Sri Lanka, thousands of young players step onto a court carrying...
We're back after that first quarter. DS have been ringside for the majority since that timeout, but can St. Thomas's find a way in the second quarter? DS Senanaika have been excellent with their defense, winning back possession, and I think that difference in physicality has played a major role. Here's DS with possession. Nippy number 23 in action now. They've given a chance to their bench, and a wonderful 3-pointer. It's the second of the game for the boys in black and gold. DS Senanaika are running riot at Zahira College Basketball Courts with a point difference of 17. DS Senanaika are leading. Here's their 3-point scorer. An opportunity for them to double down, really, but the number 29 has been benched for this quarter, and let's see if that will play a role in St. Thomas's fighting back. But up to now, they've already managed to get 3 points onto the scoreboard. You know how greatly TS basketball has evolved through the years. They've managed to stay among the top schools, and this is a reason why. Another 3-point opportunity. Going for it was the number 23. Couldn't just get it in, but his St. Thomas's finally challenging that hoop and getting a couple of points on the board. They were out of it for at least 10 minutes. They were outplayed by DS Serenayaka through every aspect, but St. Thomas is finally getting the 2 points on the board. And with that, DS have won free throws. Here's DS basketball at 20 points to 4 against St. Thomas's College Bandarawala. They have an opportunity to make it 21, but on the rebound, DS Serenayaka go for it again, and they get it easy. And it's jubilation for the crowd here at Zahira College. DS Serenayaka are running away with this 22 points to 4 with 7 minutes to go in the second round. St. Thomas is in search of a 5-back. They haven't really been able to challenge DS Serenayaka at all. Here's a 3-point opportunity.
Yeah, beginnings of a change in strategy here. Mednuka now big number 30 on the fast break. Good rush job here from the Thomians to crowd them out. But lack of support options. You know, you're driving down one channel, but if you get locked down, you need to quickly look for that open man and just fight for points until the shot clock goes to 0. St. Thomas is really not being able to do that. Physicality wise also it's about an even Stevens matchup. This is good fighting for possession here. St. Thomas is now on the fast break here. Number 30 cutting it back inside. He has the man on the left court. Good couple of feints there. Incredible 2 points. Well fought. And yeah, even for such a fast-paced game, this point deficit is certainly the first we've seen in all 3 divisions. So just goes to show that DS Serenayaka College are doing something very, very right.
As you said, Arvid, what St. Thomas's have lacked is that support from underneath the ring. They haven't really backed their attackers, and DS, it's been the complete opposite. That's certainly the reason why they're majorly leading. Just like that, they've almost lost possession. Here's the number 17, Enuka, for St. Thomas's, trying to turn things around. Will he have support from underneath the ring, but DS have won possession. DS turn things around immediately. Here's the number 30 going for a 3-point opportunity, and brilliant stuff this by DS Serenayaka.
Yeah, brilliant. Just absolute confidence in your abilities. Just took the half step back and spun the ball, and it's 3 points. A couple of screens being set up here by St. Thomas College, but nothing really too threatening. Their lone shooter just trying everything, now crowding it out, that defense. I mean, DS have points to play with here, really. Goes for a massive layup, drives it down. Yes, St. Thomas College really need to work hard. It's not going to be easy for them. Couple of screens being set up now. Number 17, still the lone attacker. He's really not driving it in. That's the key issue here. And DS Serenayaka have been adept in making sure that center court. Oh, that's a really good intercept by the 30. Lobbing it cross court. Number 17. Yeah, that will be a traveling call if I've seen one. And timeout here.
Experience now for the trendy teenagers. People's Bank Yes Team, the first wow of the teams of the new era.
With close to 4 minutes left in this second quarter, TS Sinanaika having the lead of 25 points against St. Thomas's. Bandarawala definitely have the upper hand, and they aren't putting a foot wrong at the moment. The defense has been on point, and how good has their scoring been? They've not targeted just one aspect. They've been able to do everything right. Those 3-pointers, those layups, they haven't really missed. They've rarely missed, in fact. And it's been the opposite for St. Thomas's. Their rear guard action haven't caused major problems for the boys in black and gold. It was in fact St. Thomas's that opened the points in the first quarter. That layup by the nippy number 23 for St. Thomas's, getting St. Thomas's on the board for the first couple of points, and DS were really put under the pump for the first couple of minutes until that timeout was taken. But ever since that timeout was taken, it's been a different game. They were trailing, no points to do, but here's an opportunity for St. Thomas's to somehow reduce that deficit and get things underway. But DS Sinanaika have really just done that on a consistent basis. They've intercepted and caught St. Thomas's defense lacking. Here's their number 23, who goes for the 3-pointer. Couldn't really get enough on it. And finally, they've got some defense from underneath the ring to contest DS Sinanaika. And look to be a foul. That'll allow DS Sinanaika to somehow get another man underneath that ring, and goes for that layup. Does the number 21, misses. And finally, St. Thomas's have been able to defend from underneath the ring. Here's the nippy number 23, who's played a major role in St. Thomas's getting those 4 points, and he'll have to do a lot more work really if they're to trouble DS. There's a 25-point difference. Here's the number 23 going for that 3-pointer, but didn't have enough legs. Here's the number 21 with no one, but still misses out on that layup, and tries to go for it again. Sells a dummy. Here's the number 24 now from underneath the ring. And it's been a similar story from that first quarter. They've managed to defend well from underneath that ring. And on the rebound, the number 21 scores, and DS leading massively. St. Thomas is now, after some moments of possession, have lost the ball again. Here's DS with another opportunity with a layup. And on the rebound, the number 9 to the number 24.
Driving it in. Element that defense leaving a lot to be desired for St. Thomas's College, Bandarawala. Not at all the kind of defense that you want to isolate those players. On the fast break now, good intercept from DS, cutting it back in, looking for support play. Number 6 driving it in towards the court. Good scrappy defense here. Yeah, just game presence here, leaving a little to be desired for the Thomians. Just trying to work something. DS Senanaka will be looking to finish things off with 2 points, and they do. 33-4. Metnuga, my. You'll be having a good day in the office for sure.
St. Thomas's, can they do something?
They have plenty of space there to drive it in forwards. I really don't know what the thinking was. Scrappy play. St. Thomas's College, they need to have some discussions once they go into Lemons here about what they expect. Number 6, easy as you like. 2 more points on the board, and that will be halftime at the end of the second quarter. The Dons just running away with the game here. Earlier, we saw that St. Thomas's Bandarawala, during one of those phases, they had plenty of space to just drive it in. Not a lot of defenders there. DS Senanaka getting a little complacent in fits and starts. You have to take advantage. Game is a very tough uphill battle here for the side in blue. But as for the Dons in yellow, well, it's a very very good start to the morning. Here's a halftime confirmation for you folks. We'll have it to you in just a little bit. The highlights of this first half. Yeah, first points on the board, but after that, it was just a black and gold story all the way. Couple of free throws being given as well, and a couple of audacious 3-pointers as well. And that's halftime confirmation for you folks. DS Senanaka 33-4. And we are back off to the races immediately. This is good. DS Senanaka on the rebound here. Good to steal possession. Oh, really good. Really good position awareness. Yeah, just possession being a challenge here. Number 23, Nippy player. Number 6 gets underneath it. Gets it down to number 23 once again. Fighting for possession here. St. Thomas's College, Bandarawala really struggling. Go for a long lob, anything. Go for those ISOs, set up those screens, whatever you can. Just a little too complacent for their pedigree. Yeah, good intercept there. Good lob. Number 99, can he get it in the bucket? Overcooks it a little bit. Long lob once again. 6-7 goes for the layup. And third time lucky for DS Senanaka College. Moving up to 35 now.
It was a matter of St. Thomas's not getting themselves into good positions, but after they corrected that, it was a matter of execution from those good positions they've been getting themselves into. But it's been the exact opposite for DS Senanaka. From every opportunity they've gotten with possession, they've been able to counter-attack. It's been a story of that nippy number 23 for St. Thomas's. His really played a lone handle, but you can't play basketball alone. And went for those 3 points, did the number 23, just couldn't get it through the net. Is DS once again from underneath the ring with plenty of choices. Going for those 2 points, and how good has their number 6 been? It's been a score fest for that number 6. Has done most of the work for DS Senanayaka. And St. Thomas's again getting themselves into a position from where they can score. Don't think they'll have the power to go for those 3 points. They should instead target those 2 points. But just like that, they've given DS Senanayaka possession. Here's them using space. Here's their number 6 going for that layup. But a good intercept by St. Thomas's. Selling a dummy, the number 67. Here's the number 21. Trying for those 3 points. Here's the number 9. And St. Thomas's. Good intercept. Number 23 with lots of open space. But the physicality of these DS defenders, they've been a major force to contend with for St. Thomas's. Here's the number 23. Finally will look to get St. Thomas's on the board. Looking for a couple of points. He misses out on the first one. And can he get 1 point for St. Thomas's? He can. And St. Thomas's finally getting themselves on the sheet. It's 37 points to 5. But they've been good in tandems.
Yeah, they've gone for a couple of audacious shots there. Those 3-pointers really coming in handy for DS Senanayaka. Unlucky on that attempt. Here's St. Thomas's driving it in successfully, but unable to just get the layup properly. Good throw there. DS Senanayaka looking for the empty pocket in the space. Goes for the free throw. Brilliant. Just absolute charisma oozing out of that young player. Just steps back, admires his handiwork, and has 3 more points on the board.
Experience now for the trendy teenagers. People's Bank Yes Team, the first wow of the teens of the new era.
Welcome back to the third quarter of the first quarter-final in the C division between DSNI College Colombo and St. Thomas's College Mount Lavinia. The only thing that they have done so far, the Mount Lavinia boys, is that they have opened scoring for the contest, but apart from that, they've been simply outplayed by DS Senanayaka. Their shooting has been good, their stealing has been good. They seem to be the fitter team, and the scores absolutely reflect the fact of the dominance of the Yellows. Good morning, Shal Gunodhan.
Yes, the dominance of DS College is shown in the Yes. The skill and the scoring capability of DSA Nanayaka College has been shown in the first 3 quarters of this game. Not letting St. Thomas's College to get into the double digits in terms of points as well. They've been absolutely dominant in their defense and their offense with a 33-point lead against St. Thomas's College. It's going to be a tough one to cut down. It's going to be tough to cut down that deficit or just to score in general against these boys.
Yeah, they seem a lot more organized. St. Thomas have been guilty of shooting erratic and shooting short of the basket. Just like that. Brilliant work. He was rested for the previous quarter.
St. Thomas is with the ball now. Number 17 driving in. We've seen this quite often, like the ball being driven out of bounds by DS's defense there. Anytime St. Thomas's brings the ball into the corner, quite often we've seen that there. A lack of control of the ball shown by St. Thomas on multiple possessions as number 28 takes to the free throw line, misses his first shot. And he makes the second one as DS get possession. St. Thomas's College looking to organize their defense here as number 99 attempts a 3 there. Didn't quite go his way. And DS gets a steal, number 13 on a fast break to the easy layup.
The way they lay up and open up a channel has been a treat to watch. They seem to be
quite interesting to see how DS finds their way through the defenders and snakes their way towards the rim.
One is because they are a lot fitter. Number 2 is that they are very well organized.
Very
and
true.
The defense as far as St. Thomas's are concerned is very below par to a contest of this nature. The Nayaka have the speed on their side. They have the height advantage too. But more than anything else, I think they play the game to the best of their skill. Something that is lacking in the Blues at the moment.
As St. Thomas get possession now. Lost the ball on 2 counts there.
They seem difficult to gather the ball.
And difficult to make their way closer to the rim and cut through to the paint we've seen here.
That's because the DSN defense is very well organized.
Very true. We see number 17 here attempting a shot.
See, this is what has been seen right through. They've been short of the basket. They take the long throw because they can't get under the basket because the defense is so good.
True. Very true there. The defense, it seems, is forcing St. Thomas's hands into not being able to get close to the basket and make a shot as the ball goes out of bounds once again on a St. Thomas's possession. Looking to regroup here. Hopefully get close and score, but he misses. And very erratic play there.
Yeah, and support play is always short of what has really been looked at. Commanding lead this.
It's going to be a tough one for St. Thomas's to come back in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, the clock came into play well into the 1st quarter. They have 2 or 3 very good accurate shooters.
DSA Nanayaka College, yes. Indeed, their basketball program is very good. As we can see here, the young talent that they're showcasing right here. I mean, another pretty erratic throw there from St. Thomas's. They could have gotten closer to the basket on that one. As DSA Nanaika fires back on a second shot straight after their last one.
They are good with their rebounds. They know that the opposition is short in trying to challenge them, and they come in numbers.
Number 17, Enuka with the ball now. Trying to make his way close to the rim, but he loses it. And the ball
he has been one of the few Thomians who have been quick and able to break through the shackles and open up channels on the left and right extremes.
As opposed to all five on DSA Nanaika, who, as you can see, they are very good at their teamwork here.
They understand, all of them are ready for the rebound. They have that height advantage. They just tower over the Thomians, pick the ball up. They've got a 50 on the board.
Very true, and with a physical imparity there, and like with a physical defense, with a physical physical deficit there in their stature, the Thomians should look to reassess and try going for more, not focusing much on rebounds and trying to focus on their steals and fast breaks.
In fairness, they conceded 27 points in the first quarter, so beyond that they have been a little bit okay. It has been a commanding 58 win for DS Serenayaka. There you are.
The 42-point lead there.
Yeah, they were very good. As I said earlier, the only thing that the Thomians did was open scoring for the contest. But beyond that, they were simply outfed. They conceded a 25-point deficit at the end of the first quarter and never recovered after that. Although statistically you could say that in the next three quarters DSL Naga managed only 23, but St. Thomas's have been simply outplayed. They were short in their strategy. As we see some of the highlights, see how easily they go. In fairness to DS Serenayaka, you mentioned about their junior basketball program, which has supported the school to do very well. Yes, it's they've been shooting from all angles, and each of them have been very precise and very technical in their throw. That is something lacking in the Thomians. They just throw the ball not with the technique that is required. Just like that. Brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant show of dominance here from DSA Nanaika College. As we show our next match, Nalanda College versus Lyceum International School, live from Zahira College Sports Complex, the Inter-School U13 Basketball Championship 2026.
These are the C Division quarterfinals that have been played.
Yes.
Today the 6th day of the tournament here at the Gisti and Nathavus Arena of the brand new sports complex of Zahira College Colombo. A 12-member management committee led by the project chairman Gisti Fahmi and the chairman of the board of governors Fawzul Hamid. 12 members have done a wonderful job here. Multi-sport facility. Brilliant infrastructure.
Brilliant court, as we say. We've seen through this tournament that the young players aren't afraid to scuffle for the ball and aren't afraid to fight for the ball here on this hardwood floor due to like less injuries and more easier, like a way easier state of play for them.
Yeah, they've Zahira have got their act together. They've got their swimming. They've got national swimmers. They've got their basketball court. They are the A Division under-15 champions. So there are things that they are for this. So before we get to the second quarterfinal, we take a break.
one dream. But every dream needs support. Every talent deserves opportunity. For more than 6 decades, People's Bank has stood behind the aspirations of Sri Lankans, supporting education communities' future generations. Today, we step onto a different court. Introducing People's Bank Future MVPs! A platform dedicated to discovering, developing, and celebrating the next generation of Sri Lankan basketball. Not just building better players, building Lanka's future MVPs. People's Bank is proud to power Sri Lankan schools basketball tournament 2026. People's Bank, future MVPs.
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports.
Every jersey has a story. Every number earns its glory. MVPs. Future MVPs. Clocks running, pressure's rising, crowds roaring. Who's scoring? Take the shot, trust your team on the moment. Live the dream, leave your mark, stand your ground. Future MVPs. We're unbound. MVPs. Future MVPs. MVPs. Future MVPs. People's Bank. Future MVPs.
Everything sports at your fingertips. Live scores, breaking news, match analysis, straight to your phone. Papare WhatsApp channel to World of Sports at your convenience. Join now.
Yes, experience now for the trendy teenagers. People's Bank Yes Team, the first wow of the teens of the new era.
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination.
Yes, experience now for the trendy teenagers. People's Bank Yes Team, the first wow of the teens of the new era.
Every dream has a beginning. Before the trophies, before the crowds, before the national jersey. For generations, basketball has shaped discipline, teamwork, leadership, and champions. Across Sri Lanka, thousands of young players step onto a court carrying one dream. But every dream needs support. Every talent deserves opportunity. more than 6 decades, People's Bank has stood behind the aspirations of Sri Lankans, supporting education communities' future generations. Today, we step onto a different court. Introducing
Welcome back here to the Inter-School Basketball Championship Under 13 C Division. Our next matchup, Lyceum International School Vattala against Nalanda College.
This is the second quarter-final that we are prepared to go through the team introductions and the brief opening that gets in. Yeah, the Campbell Place team, Nalanda College Colombo, will be hard pressed against the Lyceum Vattala boys. They seem to have a slight height advantage, the Vattala team. Probably a bit heavier too. So we would probably have a power display with their game, just like how DSN Naka did. They were very finesse in their play, to tell you the least about how well the DSN Naka boys played.
We would expect Nalanda College to not go up against Lyceum International with their physical strength, but showcase their speed and agility on the court. As they have quite a few speedy players, as we've seen before. So it's going to be an interesting matchup.
Again, the minimizing of the errors and playing to your game plan, to your skill, will be a key aspect in attack and in defense. The best that a team could do in this sport is minimize the errors.
Very true. Leaving less room for error so that they can minimize the other team's chances of capitalizing on those mistakes.
I'm really looking forward to how the steals would work for the two teams. That would probably define the amount of possession one has. More possession, more chances of scoring.
Very true.
This wonderful facility has had 30 names as individuals who have donated $1 million and 2 batches. A wonderful gesture, apart from all the other donors of various other kinds.
An investment in the future talent of this school and an investment in the future generations to come.
Yeah, not only from Zahira, I think this will support Sri Lanka schools basketball in a big way. I don't know whether they would open it out for other open events, but definitely for schools basketball, facilities of this nature you need.
Very true.
They have been Premier Division Rugby League runners-up. Big achievement for Zahira. They've got their cricket demoted, so they would want to come back and get into the top league with the cricket. But they've been very good with their swimming and their basketball, especially at the junior age group levels.
Unable to get past the semi-finals there, the quarter-finals there, Zahira College in the under 13 division.
But they still managed to be very competitive in the first 3 quarters. It's just that in the last quarter they were simply blown away by their opponents.
Yeah, Royal College turned the tide there in the last quarter.
Yeah, they got as much as 30 points.
Yeah. Just pretty much neck and neck until...
Yeah, because 16-15 at the end of the third quarter for Royal.
Yeah.
It had been 11-10 for Zahira at the end of the first half.
I think Royal just took off their... reassessed their strategy in the fourth quarter, and especially now...
They also played a solid game whenever they came on court. Very professional approach. Here we are with the second quarterfinal. Lyceum Vatala on the right of your screen. Nalanda College Colombo on the left.
As we get ready for the jump, Lyceum International secures the ball. Looking for a shot. He's bombarded with defense there, and absolutely brilliant defensive play by Nalanda College. Both teams looking to put their first points on the score sheet and hopefully minimize their mistakes, and Lyceum Vatala scores the rebound.
Safe collection of the rebound.
As the open man there.
Feeble attempt at the basket.
Yeah. I think he was caught off guard with that pass. So Nalanda makes its way to the rim but doesn't come close with that layup. Up by Lyceum Vatala as he squeezes his way through two defenders and makes that layup.
Yeah, I'm sure the main sponsors, People's Bank, will be very happy with what they have seen over the last 6 days of play. So Nalanda error prone with their shooting.
Struggling to find their footing there. Against Lyceum Vatala, right off the bat, they're very competitive here. As he fires off another close one, number 34. Who scored his first points in this game. Nalanda looking to retaliate here. Misses that pass. It's these kind of mistakes that Nalanda and Lyceum Vatala should look to avoid, because mistakes like that lead to the other team gaining an advantage. As we can see, Lyceum Vatala with possession now. Number 34 drives in and gets the foul call, as he's called to the free throw line for 2 shots now. Misses the first one. Looking to score the second one and score 3 points for Lyceum Vatala now, bringing their total to 3. As Lyceum Vatala gets the ball on a travelling call for Nalanda College.
The scoreboard is faulty.
Showing...
They're not showing the Lyceum Vatala score.
True.
This is an area where the Sri Lanka Schools Basketball Association should be very vigilant, because if you have live coverage, that official scoreboard is an absolute must.
Indeed. And...
yeah, lost possession. Very good defense once again. Nalanda error prone at the moment.
Lyceum Vatala on point with their offense. Number 34 we see fires off another one, and it's good. A deep 2 there. Accurate shooting by Lyceum Vatala. Nalanda College with the possession now. Making his way to the basket and getting the foul and the shot as well. possibly scoring Nalanda College's first points, and yes.
No, I don't think that point was granted.
As Lyceum Matala look to retaliate. Tough defense there by Nalanda College. As a fight for the ball, and it's awarded to Nalanda College. Number 30 with the ball now. Looking for an open man, but he's all covered up with the defense there. As another player makes his way to the basket and falls short of the rim. Hits the backboard and he didn't quite calculate that right and didn't hit the rim. Number 34, Lyceum with the ball once again. Attempts another deep two. Didn't quite work out.
Yeah, to me, Nalanda looked a lot speedier, but the shooting needs to be more accurate, just like that.
Yeah, so Nalanda looks more composed now into this first quarter with around 4 minutes left in the first quarter, and a timeout called now. Nalanda looks more composed, I think. The scores are much closer. And
Yes, experience now for the trendy teenagers. People's Bank Yes Team, the first wow of the teens of the new era.
And we are back here again at the Inter-School U13 Basketball Championship. I see him with the inbound pass there, but a bad pass. And then the ball falls into Nalanda's hands, and number 11 tries that shot, but tough defense there. And he tried to get through physically with that defender, but number 92, big bad guy there, it's pretty hard to get past him for Nalanda's players. As he is called to the free throw line and he misses the first one. Trying the second, trying to even out the score for Nalanda College. As they secured the rebound after that possession. And another 2 shots is called on the same player, number 11.
Yeah, he was smart. After the throw, he went for the rebound immediately.
Yeah, exactly the type of stuff we like to see here from Nalanda College. On point with the ball. Missing 3 free throws, however, now. Attempts his 4th one, and he makes it. At number 34 now, with the ball once again. Attempts that shot, but Nalanda with the steal. Nalanda is on point now in this first quarter. Looking to score, get through the defense and score. And tough shot there. Couldn't quite get it because he was being bombarded by the defense. And a 3 attempt.
Comedy of errors, yeah, comedy of errors.
Must say, Nalanda has improved, however. Compared to how they've
improved in their steal and their layup, but their shooting.
which is exactly what Nalanda College should focus on in this game against ICM Mattala's tough defense. Tough but slow, we can say. That's number 34 there. Takes a free throw. Uncontested. And ICM Mattala with the ball now. Number 34 makes his way to the rim, cutting and snaking through the defense, but couldn't quite get that shot. It bounces off the backboard and the rim as Nalanda secure the rebound and go for the drive in, and a haywire shot that was. I think he made his way too close to the rim and could not readjust, so he just threw the ball in the general direction of the rim, but didn't quite go their way. In a tournament like this, those types of Hail Mary shots aren't what we look to see from these young players. I mean, we expect a certain level of skill. Even in the C division, we expect some good playmaking and less mistakes, as this is the one of the top tournaments in their division. As Lycée Matta loses the ball there. But again, the inbound pass and a bad pass there, bad inbound pass as it's stolen by Nalanda College, and he goes in for the easy layup and he makes it. Didn't quite pass it to the open man, but just passed the ball into an empty space, leaving for an easy Nalanda pickup. Nalanda tough on defense here. They seem to have analyzed who gets the ball most for Lycée Mattala and who's scoring on the opposing team. Very tough shooting, however, from Nalanda College.
Another brilliant steal and a terrible layup.
Got quite close to the rim, but not able to get past it. It seems Nalanda College is leading in this first quarter. And there's a scuffle for the ball there, but not quite, as Lycée Mattala's physical players keep the ball in their possession. And number 34 looking to score here. 4 players on him at once as a foul is called. Very tough in that position to get a bucket when you're being quadruple teamed. As he attempts his first free throw and misses it. Tries the second one. And that marks the end of the first quarter. Nalanda 7, Lycée Mattala 3. Nalanda...
Good comeback, Shal, because they had conceded the first point to Lycée Mattala, but after that their stealing has been good. They've been quicker, fitter, and they've taken the rebounds, but
not on point in their shooting.
Yeah, they would at least double that 7 points if they were sharp enough.
Very true.
future MVPs. A platform dedicated to discovering, developing, and celebrating the next generation of Sri Lankan basketball. Not just building better players, building Sri Lanka's future MVPs. People's Bank is proud to power Sri Lankan Schools Basketball Tournament 2026. People's Bank, future MVPs.
The second quarter of the second quarter-final in the Sri Lanka Schools basketball. Oh, yes.
Right off the bat, Lyceum Mattala coming in hot out of the end of the first quarter. They are the first to put their points for the second quarter. Nalanda College looking to retaliate. Lyceum Mattala looking more determined and more on point with their steals as well, as number 32 comes into the game for Lyceum Mattala.
The Sri Lanka Schools Basketball Association conducting this tournament. This is the 6th day, the Under-13 Schools Basketball Championship 2026, powered by People's Bank.
As number 32 makes his way to the free throw line, sinks his first free throw in favor of Lyceum Mattala. Doesn't quite get the second one as it bounces off the rim multiple times. Number 32 going up against tough defense, looking to score there. A good show of skill shown by this player. Could perhaps change the tide of the game in favor of Lyceum Mattala. With his tough defense and his good offense, as Nalanda make their way closer to the rim. And he tries a shot there from close to the free throw line, but it doesn't go, and Lyceum Mattala gain control of the ball now. Number 32 driving in, trying to find his way, and an easy layup there, he missed. Lyceum Mattala with the ball once again. Looking for an open man, but Nalanda gets that steal and brings the ball down court. Number 10 snaked his way through the defender, and was called for a pushing violation. Number 10 attempting 2 free throws now, and he makes the first one. Bringing Nalanda's score to 8 points. And he misses the second. As Nalanda get the rebound and try to do some post work, but not quite able to against the physicality of Lyceum Mattala's players.
Lyceum Mattala have started scoring in both quarters, and they seem to be a little bit more determined with their open play.
We've seen this player, number 32 here, as he's going up against 2 defenders close to the layup, and he draws the foul. An exceptional bit of playmaking there. He goes for the layup, and he manages to draw the foul consistently against these Nalanda defenders. They'll have to clean up their defense against him to not give him those easy baskets. As he comes to the free throw line, we've seen that he's quite accurate in his shooting from the free throw line as well. He misses the second one entirely though. As Nalanda College bring the ball down court once again. And number 35 left wide open for that layup, and he misses it. Nalanda trying to regroup here. Trying to make the most out of this possession and get get their 2 points. As we see, they're driving again. Wide open there for that shot as well.
They must be finding themselves in a totally discomfortable position because they've been laying up from all sides to the basket without success.
It's number 99 here, attempting 2 free throws, and he misses the first. Makes the second one. Nalanda College have maintained their lead so far, but Lyceum Vattal is not making it easy on them, as they've made up 5 points. As they made up 4 points in this quarter. As Nalanda College drives straight to the basket, Nalanda's number 10, and makes a tough layup there. He was covered by the defender, but he made it. And Lyceum Vattala's number 32, Aman, with a quick retaliation. And once again, Nalanda College fires back.
After all those misses, all 3 baskets, first time successful.
Yeah, we've seen driving straight to the basket on all 3 of those possessions and making it. And a scuffle for the ball there. Lyceum Vattala's possession.
Decisive lead for Nalanda. The way they are playing, it's just a question of their shooting coming into place. And they have, see this one.
Nalanda's number 10 wide open, but I think that was a travel call.
Yeah.
Took too many steps. I mean, that was the recovery of the pass. That was actually the pass he got off number 88. Number 88 was struggling to recover and gave a bad pass there to number 10 of Nalanda. Lyceum Vattala with the ball. Looking to, and he attempts a 3. Aman of Lyceum Vattala, number 32. He misses, and the ball is back in Nalanda College's hands. Oh, and a bad pass there.
Long pass, I think he called for it.
Yeah,
and he was not.
Bad reception.
Yeah, I know. He was not positioned then.
Quite a few mistakes we've seen of that player, number 88 of Nalanda College. As a foul is called, another foul on number 32 of Lyceum Vattala. Oh, as Nalanda steal that ball there. Some good steal work we've seen from Nalanda throughout this game as number 10 makes his way to the basket. A bad bit of passing and fumbling for the ball. An easy basket that could have been for Nalanda. But he gets the free throw. Gets the foul.
The losing of position would have been that foul.
As number 35 scores for Nalanda College.
He anyway scored with the foul.
Yeah. Nalanda College 88 left wide open there, but the ball is sent out of bounds by the Lyceum Vattala defender. Some good defensive work as Nalanda's number 35 tries to get a shot off once again, but unsuccessful. Here comes number 10, and it's called there. Call for a timeout, I think.
Yeah, technical timeout. There's nobody manning the official scoreboard.
Possibly, I mean. Didn't account for that last basket.
I don't know whether
Bank Yes Team, the first wow of the teens of the new era.
Lyceum Wattala, number 32, making his way to the basket. Attempts a tough shot there. Wasn't successful as number 10 goes for a fast break. He's pushed out. He's blocked out by the tough Lyceum Wattala defense. I mean, we've seen even though they make their way close to the basket and their scoring capabilities is good, Lyceum Wattala is very good at their defense. As number 10 is once again pushed out. And we've seen a lot of pushing violations called on Lyceum Wattala, awarding multiple free throws to Nalanda College as number 10 misses his first one, tries the second and bounces off the rim. As Nalanda College secured that rebound. And he attempts an open shot but couldn't quite go his way. Nalanda College get that steal as well. But the ball is sent out of bounds and it's awarded to Lyceum Wattala. Number 36, Dylan with the ball now. Trying to get past that defender, but he couldn't, so he handed the ball off to number 32, Aman, who draws the foul once again. 2 shots for number 32 of Lyceum International School, Wattala. Trying to sink these two and bring the score 2 points away. And he makes the first one. Very accurate at the shoot at the free throw line, this player. And he makes the second. Nalanda College feeling some pressure now.
Need scoring.
Lot of possessions they get, and they get very close to the basket, but abysmal scoring on Nalanda's part. They could have doubled their score at this point if they had made a few easy shots just like that one. I mean, and some possessions the Lyceum Wattala defense isn't even making it tough on them. It's just their shooting capability. And Nalanda's number 10 fires off a deep 2 from the corner. As number 32 of Lyceum Wattala makes that easy layup, blows past the defender and goes.
So you could see that the playmakers are now in action.
Yeah.
For the respective schools.
Very true. Fires back immediately and he tries another deep 2 but misses it entirely. The ball is still in Nalanda's hand as number 88 attempts a 3-pointer. Doesn't quite go his way. And there's a fight for the ball now. Nalanda looking to regroup as the end of the second quarter is called. Nalanda still in the lead but only by 2 points.
Entertaining but error prone.
Very error prone. Both teams should look to correct these, especially Nalanda College and their shooting. As we see the replay here. Some key baskets they are made by Lyceum International Wattala and Nalanda College. A key player for Lyceum Attar, I think, has been number 32, making multiple free throws and drawing the foul consistently, as well as number 10 for Nalanda College, the key playmakers on both teams in that second quarter. There you see the halftime score confirmation. Nalanda College 15, Lyceum International School, Vattala 13. And we will be back after a break.
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports.
Every jersey has a story. Every number earns its glory. MVPs. Future MVPs. Clock, 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 clocks running. Pressure's rising, crowds roaring. Who's scoring? Take the shot. Trust your team on the moment. Live the dream. Leave your mark. Stand your ground. Future MVPs. We're unbound. MVPs. Future MVPs. MVPs. Future MVPs. People's Bank. Future MVPs.
Everything sports at your fingertips. Live scores, breaking news, match analysis, straight to your phone. Papare WhatsApp channel, the world of sports at your convenience. Join now.
Yes, experience now for the trendy teenagers. People's Bank Yes Team, the first wow of the teens of the new era.
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination.
Yes, experience now for the trendy teenagers. People's Bank Yes Team, the first wow of the teens of the new era.
Every dream has a beginning. Before the trophies, before the crowds, before the national jersey. For generations, basketball has shaped discipline, teamwork, leadership, and champions. Across Sri Lanka, thousands of young players step onto a court carrying one dream. But every dream needs support. Every talent deserves opportunity. For more than 6 decades, People's Bank has stood behind the aspirations of Sri Lankans, supporting education communities' future generations. Today, we step onto a different court.
Introducing People's Bank Future MVPs.
Welcome back, folks, to the Under-13 Inter-School Basketball Tournament organized by People's Bank. Right now we are bringing to you the live action of the fixture. Between Nalanda College and Lyceum College Vattala. As of right now, Nalanda College with the slimmest of leads, 15-13 at half time. And folks, we are off to the races in the third quarter now. Oh, good jump shot there from the 3-quarter line. Will only get 2 points for his efforts though. Lyceum College now with a 4-point deficit, just struggling to drive the ball forwards down court. 92 getting bogged down here by the two-man. Still with possession, driving it down now, number 77, very nippy player, sending it out wide, now cutting it back in, number 77, touches the rim there. Nalanda now with the fast break, goes for the layup, unlucky, still with possession, goes for the free man on the 3-point line, tries to drive it in forwards, goes for the layup, and it's 2 more points on the board for Nalanda College. Leading by 6 points now in this third quarter. Game is heating up now. Number 11 going for that fast break. Yeah, the point guard posing a massive challenge for Lyceum Vattala. Here's the number 11 on the fast break. Will he go for the layup? Number 15 ready for the offensive rebound. And gets his just reward. Power forward and small forward setting up the two-man now. There we go. Beaters one man, beats two, drives it in, gets 2 points on the board, court to court. And cutting down on this deficit bit by excruciating bit here. 6 points to go for Lyceum. Number 1 cuts it back in, goes for the rebound. Number 92 prevents that offensive rebound. He's going to have to play a massive role here. Sending them out wide. It's going to be a throw-in for 92. Number 77 looks to drive it in. There will be a foul. Looking for the free man. Oh dear, just complacency there. Nalanda with the fast break now. Goes for the layup. 2 more points on the board. Job getting increasingly harder. Oh dear. Physically outmatched against Nalanda. Looking for those intercepts. Now giving crucial seconds here for Lyceum to get back in. Goes cross court from the 3-pointer line, and that's the shot clock over with. Nalanda College once again building up phases here, driving it in the box now, goes for the layup. 4th time, 5th time unlucky. Now looking for options, sending it back. From the free throw line, Nalanda College now with the opportunity. They're 23-15 now. Oh, unlucky. Gets too much lift on it. Ball is in play.
Very contrasting dugouts for the two schools. One very animated, the other calm and composed. Nalanda 21 points to 15. Lyceum have been found wanting of those cardinal errors that have costed possession to Nalanda. Here's Nalanda looking for another layup. It's been a barrage of layups by the Nalanda number one. And just like that, we've won Nalanda. Another free throw. Pardon me, it wasn't a free throw. So Nalanda from right underneath the ring have another opportunity to add to their score. And he was going for that three-pointer. He missed out, but here's another opportunity. They've constantly been underneath that ring challenging Lyceum Mattala, but Lyceum Mattala have to keep a calm head. Here's an opportunity for the number 77, but he misses out. Here's Nalanda, now backtracking. Number 15 looking from underneath that ring, but from the rebound, the number 11 had a chance, but wasn't to be. But just like that, Nalanda with 2 more points on the board. 25 points to 15 now. Now the deficit is increasing for Lyceum Mattala. A 10-point deficit at the end of the third quarter will be a huge ask for them. It was down to a matter of 2 points come the start of this quarter, but Lyceum Mattala have been found wanting of committing a bit too many errors. They haven't enforced Nalanda actually, but there's been phases just like that where they've been able to score, but it hasn't been too consistent enough to trouble Nalanda, because Nalanda have really been consistent, quite the opposite to that of Lyceum Mattala actually, and you could really sense that from the feelings in the dugout. A very animated head coach for Lyceum Mattala. It's just the passion for the game. He want his side to end up victorious.
Indeed. And just frustration perhaps that Lyceum have given away a couple more free throws than they would have liked. Of course, Nalanda have not really capitalized on them, sending it out on the long. Nalanda College now on the rebound, taking a couple of seconds to recuperate, driving it back in.
Vyasa, number 92, is been faulted for bringing his physicality into play, and that will have Nalanda with their third successive free throw opportunity. The number one hasn't gotten the opportunity to make use of it, but Vyas has constantly been the culprit of causing those free throws, and what Mattala should be looking to do is make use of those opportunities with possession. They've just sort of given it away to Nalanda in terms of possession, and from there on out Nalanda have been brilliant. And a free throw, a 3-point opportunity rather, but he's missed out again. So Nalanda have been missing out on a couple of points of late. As you see in the background, animated Lyceum Mattala head coach. Now, can Lyceum Mattala do something about the opportunity they've gotten? Nalanda have been the culprit of really missing out on a couple of points. And can Lyceum take advantage? Here's Nalanda, the number one, the main man, the little man, going for that layup, but not getting enough on it.
Lyceum. Still, the game is within reach for them. They can't cut back down on this deficit, but Vihas just getting a little frustrated there. On the come up, here's a good lob there to get the ball down court. They've not found the net in a couple of minutes now, and they do. 27-17 now. Once again, 30 seconds on the shot clock to the end of the quarter. Here's Vihas driving it in, unable to keep possession with him. Nalanda with 20 seconds on the clock. Can they make something here? Small forward and power forward now setting up the screen now. Oh, huge open channel here for the outside. 30 wide open from the 3-point line. Will that be the 3?
Another entertaining quarter for Nalanda. They've dominated proceedings, and they've done it in a way that Lyceum Wattala haven't been able to capitalize. And here's Wattala trying to sort of cut down that deficit, but Nalanda, it's been a similar story throughout this quarter. They've turned the possession around massively, and by the looks of it, on time with our clock, so that'll be the end of the third quarter, and Nalanda lead 28 points to 17 here at the Inter-School Basketball Championship over Lyceum Wattala. Now, Lyceum Wattala with a lot of work to do. Just seems that they're sort of giving the game away. Every time they've been given an opportunity, they've sort of handed it out.
Indeed, here's a third quarter confirmation for you. Nalanda 28 with a huge lead over Lyceum Wattala, 17 points. And with that, we will be going for break.
Every dream has a beginning. Before the trophies, before the crowds, before the national jersey. For generations, basketball has shaped discipline, teamwork, leadership, and champions. Across Sri Lanka, thousands of young players step onto a court carrying one dream. But every dream needs...
Lyceum Wattala with 2 points early on in this fourth and last quarter. Moving up to 19 now. They'll be going for faster breaks. Setting up a couple of screens here. 92, Vihas driving it in. Getting it to 77. Vihas coming back in under the net. Passing it on forwards. Still with possession. Can they get 2 points on the board? Yes, they do. Moving into the 20s now. This is massive for Lyceum. And they've taken a very, very early timeout, folks.
was a very early timeout that was taken in this final quarter. It's a very close game now. Lyceum Wattala have managed to slim down the lead. And, they should try to make amends to those unforced errors. Here's Lyceum Wattala with lots of open space from underneath the ring. They've tried to go up on the rebound, but it wasn't to be. Now they have overturned this, and they made a mess of it, really. They had opportunity with open space, but they weren't able to capitalize. Now can Lyceum Wattala script something from off the back here? Going for that 3-pointer, just getting it on the ring. Wasn't able to get it cleanly through the net. Aman, he's been brilliant for Lyceum Wattala, especially with those free throws. Every time he's got an opportunity, he's made amends. And here's the big man for Wattala. Goes for that net, but misses out. Nalanda have on the rebound been spectacular, to be fair, but of late they've missed out on a couple of scoring opportunities, and that's really allowed Lyceum Wattala to come back into this game. Nonetheless, they extend their lead. It's 30 points to 21 at the moment, and it'll be another timeout into this final quarter. And Lyceum Wattala with a 9-point deficit would want to catch up to Nalanda College in an attempt to win this match from behind. I'm sure both the dugouts will have plenty to say to their players. Both these players have a lot to improve, but they're giving their hearts out on the court. They're running full court lengths here, and Nalanda, they've dominated the first half of this game entirely, but it's been a good comeback by Lyceum Wattala, really. Every time they've had a huge deficit to play with, they've been able to narrow it down, but Nalanda haven't really allowed Lyceum Wattala to go into the lead, and that's really been the story so far. It's just that they haven't really made use of the possession that they've been getting, Lyceum Wattala. They've gotten into good positions, but they haven't been consistent enough with their decision making, and that's really cost them. Can they turn things around after the timeout? We saw that with DS in the earlier match. Is Lyceum Wattala going for that 3-pointer, and just like that, just as I said so, Lyceum Wattala have slimmed down the lead. That's 30 points to 24 now. Lyceum Wattala, that'll do them a load of good. Here's their main man. Here's Aman with plenty of open space, going for that layup, but good defense by Nalanda. Ordering his troops around is the little boy. 34. Here's Aman. He's a very dangerous player to be given the ball to if you're from the opposition. And it's as if there's a man down. Seems to be in some sort of pain. The number 10 for Nalanda. Wonder if that'll be adjudged a foul. It's to be as if it would. Now, but this is wonderful defense from Lyceum Wattala. They've certainly upped their game. Their defense was found wanting for the majority of the match, but they've sort of upped their game. But a brilliant couple of points on the board for Nalanda College to extend their lead. It's now an 8-point game. We've got 6 minutes left in this final quarter. Can Lyceum Wattala find something out of the hat?
Yeah, they have to, don't they? It's an 8-point deficit. Just 4 more buckets. But less than 5 minutes on the clock. This is a very, very tough assignment for Lyceum. Now looking for the open man on the down court, driving it in now into the box for the number 66 jumper. It's 2 points on the bucket here. On the fast break, Nalanda trying to beat 32 on the defense, sending it out wide. Now looking to drive it in. Man on the center. Now Lyceum with the fast break. Now driving it in. Lone man on the defense, goes for the layup. Dances with the rim, but unlucky there. Couple of free throws here going Lyceum's way. Could turn the tide drastically. It's nothing but swish. Gets the 1 point for the effort with the long lob. Here's Nalanda on the rebound. Goes for the layup. Lyceum regaining possession now. Retaining it with the skin of their teeth. Going down the center. Looking for the open man. Looking to drive it in. Number 66. Goes for it. Is it going to be a bucket? Still with possession.
They've lost out on a couple of opportunities there. Lyceum up the load. They had a couple of rebounds to work with, but couldn't really get it into the net. Nalanda have gotten possession, but Lyceum have turned things over. Here's an opportunity for their number 32, their star player, who's been on the right side for most of it, but how good has the Nalanda defense been? It's really found Lyceum up the wanting. Looks to be as if there'll be a couple free throws for Aman. He doesn't usually miss on those free throws. He's got a beautiful technique. Can Aman get a couple points for Lyceum Athal? He's got the first one.
Yeah, very dangerous player Aman once he gets the ball in hand from the free throw line. He scored a couple of points now from the free throw. Gets the rebound. Goes for it. Lyceum still with possession, gets under the net. Still fighting for those 2 points. Big number 66 fighting for possession here. Nalanda on the fast break, lobbing it forwards. Cuts back inside in the box now. Waiting for the rebound. Lyceum now with the defensive rebound. Cutting back in. Taking on a couple of defenders. Intercepted. Nalanda going back to back now. Goes for the layup. Will it be 2 points? And yes, sir, it will be. 34 now. It's their game to lose. Once again on those dribbles, being beaten by the duel by the big number 88. This time ready for the rebound. Kavindu cutting back in from the 3-point line. Audacious here, and he gets it. That was a brilliant 3-pointer. Doesn't drive it in too far. Goes for the layup. Fighting for possession here. Nalanda goes for the lob. Cross court. 88 with a good passing game here. Lyceum on the fast break now. Can they make something of it? Deficit of 9 points now on this fourth quarter. Less than a minute to go. A free throw again. It will look like. Shevin being entrusted with duties. Number 99 on the rebound. Lobs it wide and lobs it forward. Good passing game here. Brilliant intercept there from 32. Small forward, cuts back in, breaks a couple of ankles, drives it in, gets it to Shevin. He's been bogged down. Nippy player goes for the 3-pointer. It's 3 on the board. 32 now, just 5 points separating them. Lyceum, if they can make something come here, they can make something come alive here, they will have won this in the hardest of ways. Aman makes a hash of the possession. Sahas now driving it down court, trying to get past the defender, gets it back in, just kisses the rim for a sweet second, but lobs it forward. Number 34 for Nalanda tries to cut back out, looking for the open man, goes for the 3-pointer, and it will be 3 more points on the board. Shot clock has run down on our clock. This is going to be interesting, folks. Nalanda College game is good as theirs now. Lyceum from the 3-pointer line. Agonizing seconds here for Lyceum. Nalanda with the layup. On the fast break here, Lyceum. Still more time on the clock.
$40 points to 32. It couldn't be closer than that. And how good has Aman been? You want shots on target, you want layups. Aman's the player for Lyceum Mattala. Can Nalanda extend their lead? They've been on the succession of a couple of 3-pointers, and that's really put them into a strong position, because cut those 3-pointers out, it would have been 34 all. So kudos to Nalanda really in getting those crucial 3-pointers in play. Nalanda have won themselves a couple of free throws. It's their number 10 going for it. So one more chance to get a point on the board to make it a 7-point game. It's clock's on our clock, but I wonder if we'll have time for more play. Seems to be as if we'll have time for a little bit of play, as this game is only gonna get closer. Lyceum Wattala, can they pull something off the hat? Here's their star, and a couple points on the board for Lyceum. 36 points now, a 4-point deficit to Nalanda, but Nalanda have replied. They've made it 6 points again, 42 to 36. This game has everyone on the edge of their seats. Not just from you folks at home, but here at courtside. The fans are loving every bit of what both these sides are bringing to the fore.
Yeah, just timeout being called here, just to get off the nerves. Maintaining a 6-point lead with the greatest of efforts here. We will be going into a short break, but we will be back shortly. Stay tuned.
Experience now for the trendy teenagers. People's Bank Yes Team, the first wow of the teens of the new era.
got a couple minutes left of intense basketball here. It's a grueling match this. Naaland with another opportunity to add to their lead. Lyceum Wattal have been brilliant on the counter-attack. Here's their little man, number 34. And another couple of points on the board for Lyceum Wattal. That'll do them wonders. We've got a 4-point lead to catch up with. Here's number 34 with an amazing 3-pointer. That's had him elated. That'll certainly keep everyone interested.
Oh dear, this is coming down to the wire, isn't it? This is Nalanda's game to lose. They had an 8-point lead. Has absolutely everyone on the edge of their seats. Nalanda, they have to make every bucket count now. They have to go for every shot. 99 going for 2 points. Once again, just maintaining that slight degree of separation.
Here's Arman, their star player. Is constantly done it for Lyceum Wattal, but not on this occasion. Nalanda with an opportunity with a layup. Here's Nalanda on the rebound. But it will be possession for Lyceum Wattal. 44 points to 41. It's a 3-point game. 20 seconds left. Lyceum Wattal will have to pull something out of the bag quick.
Yeah, pandemonium here between the two sides. Nalanda College coming out the victor. Just a slight adjustment on our scoreboards. 43-38 is the official confirmation. We're having a bit of a discrepancy here between the official point scorers. But what a tightly contested matchup this was. Oh, just brilliant. You saw it through the warm-ups as well. Just putting everything on the line there. And Lyceum, my God, the way they absolutely clawed their way back into the game in the dying seconds. From the jump ball, this was the story. Nalanda College getting early points on the board, using their physicality to good effect. But Lyceum, from that 3-point line, looked so dangerous. And in that last quarter, they went for a flourish. Both sides just creating opportunities and channels out of thin air. Offensively, looked really good, making full use of those free throws. Lyceum from both ends of the court. But Nalanda were really good on that fast break. In bits and pieces of the game, Lyceum struggled to get points on the board, and especially to prevent those long lobs from getting under the net. But that nippy number 77 and Vihas coming in clutch. Really, the entire squad, couple of very audacious 3-pointers. And here's the full-time confirmation for you folks. Nalanda 43, Lyceum 38. A much tighter game than the scoreline would suggest. We will be going into break, but stay tuned with us, folks. We'll be right back.
Every dream has a beginning. Before the trophies, before the crowds, before the national jersey. For generations, basketball has shaped discipline, teamwork, leadership, and champions. Across Sri Lanka, thousands of young players step onto a court carrying one dream. But every dream needs support. Every talent deserves opportunity. For more than 6 decades, People's Bank has stood behind the aspirations of Sri Lankans, supporting education communities' future generations. Today, we step onto a different court.
Introducing People's Bank Future MVPs.
A platform dedicated to discovering, developing, and celebrating the next generation of Sri Lankan basketball. Not just building better players, building Sri Lanka's future MVPs.
People's Bank is proud to power Sri Lankan schools basketball tournament 2026.
People's Bank, future MVPs.
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports.
Believe the dream, respect the game. One day, they'll know your name. MVPs, future MVPs. Every jersey has a story. Every number earns its glory. MVPs, future MVPs. Clock, 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 running, pressure's rising, crowds roaring. Who's scoring? Take the shot, trust your team on the moment. Live the dream, leave your mark, stand your ground. Future MVPs, we're unbound. MVPs, future MVPs. MVPs, future MVPs. People's Bank, future MVPs.
Everything sports at your fingertips. Live scores, breaking news, match analysis, straight to your phone. Papare WhatsApp channel, the world of sports at your convenience. Join now.
Yes, experience now for the trendy teenagers. People's Bank Yes Team, the first wow of the teens of the new era.
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination.
Yes, experience now for the trendy teenagers. People's Bank.
Welcome back, folks, to the Inter-School Basketball Championship 2026 Under 13, the Future MVPs tournament organized by People's Bank. Up next, we have the Division C quarterfinals, number 3 for the day. St. Joseph's College from Dali Road going up against Trinity College all the way from Kandy. We are coming to you live from Zahira College Sports Complex. This is going to be one to watch. Earlier, we saw a thrilling encounter between Lyceum College Vattala and Nalanda College. It came down to the wire, 43-38. Earlier, we saw a much more one-sided game. St. Thomas's College Bandaravela going up against DSN Anayaka, 50-8. That game was breezing into the semi-finals easily. Something tells me this game is gonna go down to the wire. The boys in blue and white representing the school not far off from our premises today, from Dali Road, St. Joseph's College. And the lads in red representing the citadel of the hill capital, Trinity College.
We had a one-sided affair to start the C Division quarters today, but we had a cracker of a match. The last game was very, very tight between Nalanda and Lyceum. They went head-to-head, especially with Lyceum fighting back in the dying minutes of the game. But this will be another very good clash. St. Joseph's taking on Trinity. And both teams would want to get first points on the board. I'm sure both teams have eyes on playing some consistent basketball throughout. Now it'll be a battle, certainly. Both teams very competitive. Two schools with plenty of history against each other. They'll definitely bring their A game. That'll be Joe's with the possession. But need to get their chemistry on point here. Here's Joe's with an opportunity to score and get their team on the board for the first time. But there wasn't anyone on the rebound to help the boys from Dali Road. Trinity now for the first time have possession, using those channels to work with, but Joe's defense has been tight, and it's been on the course throughout this tournament. Joe's still looking for that opportunity. They've been given opportunities, they haven't been able to score. Still not getting anything through that net. They're trying, still trying, but it just hasn't worked out. Yes, dead for St. Joseph's. Trinity need to capitalize. It's a perfect opportunity for them to capitalize. Trinity have been watching really on how St. Joseph's missed out on 4, 5, maybe 6 opportunities to get it through the net, but it wasn't even down to a matter of rebounds, because the rebounds were there. Finally, Joe's get their name on the scoreboard. It's 2-0, and it's good on them finally to have the lead. Here's Trinity, but Trinity's defense seems to be in all sorts. Rebounds haven't been available on a couple of occasions that Trinity have challenged that post. Here's St. Joseph's with another opportunity. Both sets of boys just shaking off their rust. Early hours in the game. Joseph's opting to be defensive. Here's Trinity with possession. The number 12 goes for that layup from outside, but still doesn't have enough legs. Still a couple points on the board. They've had close to 3 minutes of action, and it's not been down to good defense. It's just been down to bad attack. Here's St. Joseph's with a free throw, and finally another point. Their number 3, who's been given the duties. Another point would have St. Joseph's on 4-0, and That'll do their confidence a load of good. On the rebound is an opportunity again, and he does. Brilliant stuff this, so that'll add a couple of points. St. Joseph's have 5 points to nil in front of Trinity. Can Trinity find something? Looking for that volley, but just not finding things are Trinity. St. Joseph's have been found wanting on missing out on some easy points, but Trinity really need to up their game if they are going to cause any sort of problems to Joes. Got to be able to get themselves into better positions. Hasn't been a good start from both the schools, to be fair, even though St. Joseph's have gotten the lead. They haven't played to their full potential. In Trinity now with lots of space, but frustration creeping in for Trinity. They haven't been allowed to make use of the possession they've had.
Yeah, St. Joseph's College now driving it in, getting 2 more points on the board. Trinity College yet to get off the starting blocks. Almost halfway into the first quarter. Things are looking a lot tougher for Trinity College than it looked at the start of the game. Yeah, building it from the back now. Players just trying to create a couple of screens for them, looking for the open man. Number 2 trying to cut it back in. St. Joseph's College rather, on the fast break. Number 3 gets to it, plays with the rim. 2 more points on the board and 9 up. Joe's on a roll here. Trinitians looking for open space, driving it down, hunting for those first points on the board. Joe's on the rebound, cuts it back in through the cross court. Still with possession. Here's the number 11 Vehan, cutting back in, going for the layup, but good block there. Drives it in. Audacious effort from Trinity College. Just trying everything in the book to get points on the board here. St. Joseph's College still on the hunt. Gets 2 points on the board. 11 up now. Just under 4 minutes of play left on the clock. Going for the lob. That's good from open space there. Trinity College still with possession. Number 15 going for a regulation jump shot. Oh, that's really good. St. Joseph's College with the long lob. Bog standard 2 points for them. Just closing in on 3 minutes on the clock. Trying to Euro step his way. The number 12 looking for the open man. Small forward. Gets it to the shooting guard.
Trinity, they've had possession, but it's the first time that they'll get their name on the scoreboard. 13 points to 2. Trinity haven't really been able to make use of possession. They've really had a lot of possession. It's just been a matter of how they haven't positioned themselves from underneath that ring. And that'll be timeout in the first quarter. With 2 minutes and 32 seconds left to go. St. Joseph's have a 13-point lead in this game. They've got a tight grip because of how Trinity haven't been on the offense. They haven't really backed up their players from underneath that ring. That really has found them wanting. And be 15 points to 2. As we'll take a short break and we'll be back after the timeout.
Experience now for the trendy teenagers. People's Bank Yes Team, the first wow of the teens of the new era.
Can Trinity script something? Here's Trinity with possession. The number 2 to the number 15 from underneath the ring with an opportunity, and they score. Twice in a row, Trinity have scored. That'll do wonders for their confidence, because they really haven't brought their A game out. I hope Trinity have now, and that'll bring out a really good contest. Josephs at 15 points have an opportunity. Was looking for the 3-point was the number 17, the number 30 rather, and they've added another couple. Josephs have really done wonders, making use of the free spaces on court. That really has been the weak point for Trinity so far, but of late Trinity have been wonderful. Everything's going right for them now. Trinity with some superb basketball towards the end of this first quarter. Look to be as if there's another timeout, and 17 points to 6 with 11-point slim lead to the Josephians. You'd say that St. Joseph's definitely have the upper hand, but Trinity during those last couple of minutes have been playing well, and they'll need to continue. Trinity have got 11-point lead to catch up with, and they need to do it fast. They need to have the upper hand before halftime. Trinity now bringing out their big number 14. How big of a role will that play? Trinity definitely lacked physicality in that first quarter. Now Trinity bringing in their A game, looking to put pressure on St. Joseph's. Trinity from underneath the ring. They need to get their positions in place. St. Joseph's have one possession, running the court length. And here's the number 8 with an amazing layup. Beautifully done for St. Joseph's College to take them into 19. With just over a minute left in this first quarter, you'd say St. Joseph's have it in the bag for the quarter, of course, but Trinity need to slim down the lead. They're trailing by 13. They've got to bring it into single figures, and the only way they can do it is to play some proper structured basketball. Use the open areas of the court, but they've just given it away on too many occasions. Bits and pieces they cannot bring out. Joseph's had an opportunity. Here's the number 77, looking for those 2 points. That'll put Joes above 20. Is the number 67. And from underneath the ring, through a rebound. And a couple, still not allowing Trinity. Trinity have one possession. Here's the number 7. Can Trinity script something off the blocks? Wasn't the best of passes there. He wasn't looking, the number 7. He wasn't ball watching. He wasn't aware. And almost causing a mess. Well, he did really. Joseph's now sidestepping this way, that way, and the number 12 looking for that 3-pointer, not getting it. But this time, I think St. Joseph's will be happy with a couple of points on the board to close this first quarter out, and they do. What a quarter for St. Joseph's. 21 points to 6. This is sensational stuff for them. Trinity have definitely been found wanting. Looking for that 3-pointer. Almost getting it in. It had everything. It just lacked the direction. Here's the number 7 looking for a layup, and the Joes on the rebound gets it in. And now it's a 17-point game. This Trinity should look to go wide. There's plenty of open spaces down wide, but he decided to cut back in. Here's the number 7 looking to turn possession over. Deciding to set it out wide is the number 7. The number 12 trying to win possession, but he's been bundled outside into court. Both teams have had their chemistry found wanting. Steps back in, does the number 67. This was amazing footwork by St. Joseph's. Still not able to get that layup to finish it off, and wasn't the best of rebounds to collect for St. Joseph's College. But what a quarter this. 23 points to 6. They're definitely on the front foot.
Yeah, indeed. Trinity College just fighting on all fronts to get points on the board. Goes for an audacious 3-pointer. Joe's on the counter. Big man up front, 77. Finds no opposition there and gets 2 points as his just reward. 25-6 now. Joe's bossing things around. Here's Trinity on the counter. Quick rush defense from the number 23. Locking that pathway down. The channel on the right code. Big lob. Joe's crossing out, and that's the end of the first quarter. 25-6. Massive victory charge here for the Joes in the first quarter. And with that, folks, we have first quarter confirmation. St. Joseph's College 25, Trinity College languishing at 6 in the single digits. We'll be back with more action of the second quarter soon. Stay tuned.
Every dream has a beginning. Before the trophies, before the crowds, before the national jersey. For generations, basketball has shaped discipline, teamwork, leadership, and champions. Across Sri Lanka, thousands of young players step onto a court carrying one dream. But every dream needs support. Every talent deserves opportunity. For more than 6 decades, People's Bank has stood behind the aspirations of Sri Lankans, supporting education communities' future generations. Today, we step onto a different court.
Welcome back to the second quarter of the third quarter final. This the Sri Lanka Basketball Association, the school segment, under 13 C Division Championship, as St. Joseph start off the second quarter in the same belligerent manner. St. Joseph's Colombo taking on Trinity Candy in this third quarter final. Powered by People's Bank, the youngsters, the future MVPs in action.
We've seen St. Joseph's College take the lead quite quick in the first quarter. They scored the first points in the first quarter as well, and they are yet to score their first points in this second quarter.
No, they were 25-6 in front and open scoring, as they do again for the second time in this second quarter.
Quite dominant against...
Yeah, this is after missing so many easy layups.
But Trinity College Candy really need to step their game up.
They've been simply outplayed.
Absolutely outplayed, and just a lack of skill, which ultimately comes down to the basketball program at Trinity College Candy. It's quite hard to see that these youngsters aren't able to keep up with the Colombo schools.
One thing evident in this is that the Josephians are heavier, taller, and a lot more skillful, to say the least.
Overall, better on all fronts.
Yeah, the only aspect that I've been worried is that they've lost too many easy baskets in that first quarter.
But that's apparent on both sides, I think, because, just another haywire shot there from Trinity College. We see very little skill in their shot making and their play making. Very hard for them to get close to the basket and make the shot. Very bad passes as well, we've seen. St. Joseph's, at least, they are quite proficient, and they don't back down.
See, in the first quarter, St. Joseph's were 13 points in front before Trinity got their first score in. Now, 3 scores in this second quarter so far for the Joes.
And none for Trinity. As Trinity lose the ball once again. And there goes number 67 with a wide open layup. St. Joseph's College 33, Trinity College Candy 6.
The second quarterfinal was a tremendous game between Elysium Vattal and Naland.
Very, very competitive game that was. Both sides equally making mistakes, both sides equally making up for it as well in scoring.
Especially in the last quarter.
Very true. Very entertaining one that was. There goes St. Joseph's with another easy basket.
They've got 5 scores so far in the second quarter. None for the Trinitians.
It's not like we are seeing a lack of height on the Trinity spectrum as well. They have quite a few tall players on their side. But overall, massive revamp needed of this basketball program just to help these youngsters compete on the national scale as they do. Here's number 14, and the ball is lost once again. Finds itself in the hands of St. Joseph's, and a timeout is called there, I believe. Very, very disappointing turnout for Trinity College Candy against St. Joseph's College. These youngsters are quite honestly unable to keep up with St. Joseph's as their overall, in their passing, in their playmaking, even in their shooting. They've missed quite a bit, but not enough for Trinity College to make up that deficit. Joe's simply, when you watch their playing styles, you see Joe's is simply, they seem more on the ball than Trinity in this encounter. And overall, I think Trinity College really need a couple Hail Marys and a massive relook. They have to look back at what went wrong here and analyze and see what's...
They need to be mentally strong just as much on court, because they seem to be playing second fiddle to the Josephians. Ever since they started scoring and got the first 10 points on, Trinity seemed sort of overawed by the situation. They need to come back. Now in the second quarter, they have made a few steals that put Joes under pressure. But as you said earlier, the scoring opportunities are not properly organized. That has helped St. Joseph's get away from tight situations.
Very true. Both teams in a timeout now. Hopefully for Trinity College Kandy, they can reanalyze and try to score some of those easy baskets that they keep missing, and work hard on their defense and keep more control of the ball. They're losing control of the ball quite often, we've seen.
This could also go in the same way that DS Serenayaka smashed St. Thomas's in the first quarter final.
That could be true, but credit where credit's due, St. Thomas's put up a bit of a fight compared to Trinity. A bit more of a fight.
There were lost opportunities, difficulty in getting involved, despite the fact that they made a comeback, having conceded 27 points in the first quarter. St. Thomas's did manage to make a comeback over the last three quarters. They conceded only another 23 points. So that is a analysis that still doesn't work in favor of the Thomians. But this against the Trinitians, St. Joseph's have been simply romping up.
Absolutely thrashing Trinity College here. It's quite unfortunate that we see these young players unable to keep up on this national stage. Hopefully they can work hard on their defense and gain control of the ball and lose it less.
So at the halfway stage, 37-6 for St. Joseph.
And Trinity College right off the bat with a 2-pointer there, bring their deficit to 31 points.
So that's a new onus. They opened scoring for the quarter. They made a few substitutions. Some of those tall players are
back on the court.
Not on the first five. Starting the third quarter.
Hopefully we can see a turnaround for Trinity College here. Overall good passing and ball handling from St. Joseph's. They've got way more control of the ball, more than Trinity College Kandy. As Trinity get that rebound, we see the tall players work, the substitution of the tall players in the third quarter working in their favor here. Still very hard for them to ascertain control of that ball. As Joe's number 11 there, going in for the and see just bad shooting there. Easy layup there for him.
Yeah, he was quite unchallenged.
Yeah. And now Trinity with the ball once again. And just a haywire three there. Completely missed the basket, and it's unfortunate display of shooting. As St. Joseph's fire back with another two, bringing their total to 43. Trinity College still at 6. The same amount of points they ended in the first quarter, I believe. losing control of the ball constantly. Trinity number 12. Unfortunate shot there. St. Joseph's number 30 finds the open man near the basket. Number 3 couldn't receive that pass quite well and make that shot.
They miss 4 now.
Just bad shooting.
5.
St. Joseph number 11 is driving in and finally makes it on the 6th try. St. Joseph's now 45 to Trinity 6. Trinity, I'd say their faults are that they can't retain control of the ball. As one of their players there, looks like he got hit in the face there.
Trinity would want to just be competitive enough.
St. Joseph's are opened up for yet another easy basket by the Trinity defense. And losing the ball there.
Yeah, the Dialog Road boys will want to just get hold of the situation and get to their free scoring pattern once again.
Total lack of control when it comes to their dribbling and ball handling, which is apparent in their scoring capabilities as well. It's overall hindering their ability to be competitive with these Joe's players. As a foul is called there, Joe's number 30 will take the line. Makes his first free throw. Tries the second one. And he makes that as well. Being St. Joseph's overall total 47 to Trinity College's 6.
Trinity shooting more with hope than with conviction. Oh, brilliant.
Finally a basket for Trinity College Candy into this third quarter. Their first scoring.
And it was a good one.
Yeah, it was a good one. The first scoring since the first quarter, and St. Joseph's College fires back immediately. As number 12 goes on a fast break and pulls up, but he's fouled. Hopefully he has better luck shooting from the free throw line than he does anywhere else on the court. Nice 1 point for Trinity College Candy. Hoping to make this second run and cut down that deficit as much as they can. He misses it, however. St. Joseph's recover the ball, make their way down court. St. Joseph's number 3 driving to the basket and going up, the ball going up and over the hoop. And after a few tries, they finally get it in. Trinity number 12 with the ball once again. He's been finding it tough to make his way close to the basket, but we saw him do that on the last possession. Getting more confident with the ball as he made that last shot. Still a 40-point deficit for Trinity College Candy. It's hard to see how they could make up that much in the remaining time. As Joe's number 99 takes to the free throw. He misses the first one.
Another 50 on the scorecard for St. Joseph's this time.
Absolute display of dominance here. As he makes the second free throw, bringing St. Joseph's to 52.
The good thing about them is that their overall game has been commendable.
Very true.
The steals are there, the rebounds, the shooting. Of course, they've had a fair percentage of missed opportunities.
Even though they're lacking a bit on some fronts, they're still putting up an impressive display of dominance against Trinity College Kandy.
Like that one.
And another bad pass from Trinity College as number 3 goes on a fast break and misses the open layup. Wide open there. Stuff like that we see from St. Joseph's, and it's quite hard to ascertain how they got to 54. I think it's most in part due to Trinity College Kandy's mistakes in the early quarters, as Trinity make a shot, pulls up, does a spin and pulls up from close to the shoulder.
This is their best quarter so far.
Not enough though, I think, to match up against these resilient Joes. They're just overall much more confident, and they've built up a comfortable lead that we don't even see them rushing to the defensive posts much anymore. As that marks the end of the third quarter there.
Commanding lead at 54-13 for St. Joseph's.
41 point.
Every dream has a beginning. Before the trophies, before the crowds, before the national jersey. For generations, basketball has shaped discipline, teamwork, leadership, and champions. Across Sri Lanka, thousands of young players step onto a court carrying one dream. But every dream needs support. Every talent deserves opportunity. For more than 6 decades, People's Bank has stood behind the aspirations of Sri Lankans, supporting education communities' future generations. Today, we step onto a different court.
As we make our way back to the third quarter final of the day, Trinity College Kandy versus St. Joseph's College. Trinity finding it hard to match up against these Joes, as another steal by St. Joseph's, making his way down court, number 23. Good bit of passing there, as number 77 makes that shot on the second try. There goes Trinity number 7. Bring the ball down court, and he loses it once again. Just impressive show of dominance there. I mean, he just took the ball right out of his hands. Almost feels like bullying. Just the size difference and how they're able to steal the ball from these players. And St. Joseph sinks another one in, bringing the total to 58, and Trinity College at 13. Another bad pass there as St. Joseph's get another steal. I bet the steals on the scorecard for number 23 of Joe's are quite high. We've seen him make quite a few steals in this second and third quarter, and now in the fourth quarter as well. He's keeping up with his steals. An absolute blowout for St. Joseph's as they knock in another one. Easy baskets and easy defense that Trinity College just isn't covering. And missed a three there, Trinity College. St. Joseph's recover the ball. A bad pass to number 8. He just wasn't ready to receive it and he loses the ball. See, quite a few mistakes from St. Joseph's we see, but still they've managed to make up quite a substantial lead, almost 50 points now. As Trinity College number 14 bring the ball down court. Even though he's quite a big player himself, there is a size difference and a physicality difference between him and his defender, number 8 of St. Joseph's. Number 67 of St. Joseph's gives the ball, passes it down court to number 8, and he makes an easy basket right there.
Now it's double trouble. Despite the lack of height, they have a distinct disadvantage because of the long ball employed by the Joes. They know that they stand a clear chance of outrunning the opposition.
Trinity College losing the ball once again. Making way for another steal for number 23 as he makes that easy layup wide open.
This looks a practice session for St. Joseph's.
They don't seem to be taking it seriously. I mean, they haven't even fallen back on defense properly. They're just... It's almost like as if they know Trinity College is going to lose the ball once again, and just like that, another easy steal for St. Joseph's, number 8 going in for the shot, and he misses it wide open. Uses his physicality to work in the post, but couldn't quite get the shot off there. Waste of a good steal as Trinity College have gained possession of the ball now. Way down court once again. Almost another steal for St. Joseph's as number 13 tries to shoot that. Doesn't work out for him. Blocked out of bounds by St. Joseph's, that was. I mean, you can see the size difference right here. Number 7 of Trinity College, Candy, I think one of the... that's around the average height of each player on the Trinity team. As you see, this massive physical giants on St. Joseph's side. Tall chaps playing quite a fast game as well.
They made a few substitutions, taking off some of those lanky tall players.
And substituting for some more though. Number 18 of Joe's, Aaron. And yeah. As number 14 makes a haywire shot there, meets the back of the basket. That's quite impressive to see how the ball made its way all over there. I don't think I've actually seen a shot like that. Number 12 struggling to find his footing, struggling to find a place to shoot. He drives in once again. He's been triple teamed by the Trinity defense. Number 18, Aaron, also struggling there. Forced into a bad pass. For the first time, I think, in that possession, we saw some good defense from Trinity and some fumbling in terms of passes and another shot to the back of the rim. Almost seems intentional. But yeah,
that was a passage of scrambling play.
very true.
Couple of minutes, I think, from both sides.
Quite an impressive blowout for St. Joseph's College on paper. All 53 points ahead, I believe. Quite an impressive show of dominance here over Trinity College Kandy. St. Joseph's with the ball once again. An easy shot there. I mean, he has the height, just doesn't have the shooting skills. Number 18. I think after those substitutions, St. Joseph's is now... I think St. Joseph's comfortably substituted some of its less skillful bench players. Because, I mean, they have built up quite a substantial lead here. Might as well treat this match as a practice session and get some playing time for all of the bench warmers. It's number 13. Looks like he's about to attempt a deep three, but is bombarded by defense. Number 13 finds himself back in the same spot, attempts that three-pointer and misses. And number 14 rebounds that ball, tries to shoot it, and just misses a wide open shot there again. The St. Joseph's put up their first points on the scorecard since their new substitutions, continuing that trend of dominance is seen in this match. I mean, the Josephians haven't even fallen back on defense, and they just don't seem too worried about it. Trinity tries a couple shots but misses all of them. And number 12 makes another easy basket, just snaking his way through the defense, and he's almost unguarded on that on his last shot there. St. Joseph's College now at 70. 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the clock, and there's a scuffle for the ball, and St. Joseph's gain possession. It's quite disappointing to see how Trinity College just keeps missing and keeps losing the ball.
That has helped St. Joseph's pile on the points.
Very true. I mean, they're almost 1 point away from a 60-point lead, which is quite unheard of in this tournament. I mean, probably the biggest lead we've seen so far.
Yes, Sayal, I don't recall anything else.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been it. The third quarterfinal rather, has been completed, and a dominating Josephine output living up to its reputation. 72-13 against Trinity College Kandy. Could have done a little bit better. They were a bit more competitive over the last few minutes. This is at the beginning.
And here we show just St. Joseph's impressive display of dominance against Trinity College Kandy. Multiple easy baskets there. The top scorers, I think, being number 22 and number 69, helping with those rebounds. Quite a tall player on St. Joseph's side. Number 67 as well. Impressive player, handing off the assists. Good passes we've seen from all the players. Some notable players that come to mind from St. Joseph's, number 30. And yeah, it's an impressive show of this display of
See how close
skillfulness.
they come to the basket, right underneath it, and that's how much the defense has been found wanting.
And we see these Josephian players, they are almost completely unguarded there under the basket. The score being St. Joseph's 72, Trinity College Kandy 13. Absolute display of dominance there. Quite a disappointing turnout from Trinity College Kandy. And with that, we'll go to a commercial break.
Every dream has a beginning. Before the trophies, before the crowds, before the national jersey. For generations, basketball has shaped discipline, teamwork, leadership, and champions. Across Sri Lanka, thousands of young players step onto a court carrying one dream. But every dream needs support. Every talent deserves opportunity. For more than 6 decades, People's Bank has stood behind the aspirations of Sri Lankans, supporting education communities' future generations. Today, we step onto a different court.
Introducing People's Bank Future MVPs.
A platform dedicated to discovering, developing, and celebrating the next generation of Sri Lankan basketball. Not just building better players, building Sri Lanka's future MVPs.
People's Bank is proud to power Sri Lankan Schools Basketball Tournament 2026.
People's Bank, future MVPs.
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports.
Believe the dream. Respect the game. One day, they'll know your name. MVPs. Future MVPs. Every jersey has a story. Every number earns its glory. MVPs. Future MVPs. Clock, 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 clock's running. Pressure's rising, crowds roaring. Who's scoring? Take the shot. Trust your team on the moment. Live the dream. Leave your mark. Stand your ground. Future MVPs. We're unbound. MVPs. Future MVPs. MVPs. Future MVPs. People's Bank. Future MVPs.
Everything sports at your fingertips. Live scores, breaking news, match analysis, straight to your phone. Papare WhatsApp channel, the world of sports at your convenience. Join now.
Yes, experience now for the trendy teenagers. People's Bank Yes Team, the first wow of the teens of the new era.
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination.
Experience now for the trendy teenagers. People's Bank Yes Team, the first wow of the teens of the new era.
Every dream has a beginning. Before the trophies, before the crowds, before the national jersey. For generations, basketball has shaped discipline, teamwork, leadership, and champions. Across Sri Lanka, thousands of young players step onto a court carrying one dream. But every dream needs support. Every talent deserves opportunity. For more than 6 decades, People's Bank has stood behind the aspirations of Sri Lankans, supporting education communities' future generations. Today, we step onto a different court.
Introducing People's Bank Future MVPs.
A platform dedicated to discovering, developing, and celebrating the next generation of Sri Lankan basketball. Not just building better players, building Sri Lanka's future MVPs.
People's Bank!
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Tune in to the Papare, your home for all things sports.
Believe the dream, respect the game. One day, they'll know your name. MVPs, future MVPs. Every jersey has a story. Every number earns its glory. MVPs, future MVPs. Clocks running, pressure's rising, crowds roaring. Who's scoring? Take the shot, trust your team on the moment. Live the dream, leave your mark, stand your ground. Future MVPs, we're unbound. MVPs, future MVPs. MVPs, future MVPs. People's Bank, future MVPs.
Everything sports at your fingertips. Live scores, breaking news, match analysis, straight to your phone. Papare WhatsApp channel, the world of sports at your convenience. Join now.
Yes, experience now for the trendy teenagers. People's Bank Yes Team, the first wow of the teens of the new era.
Elevate your game with the Papare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination.
Yes, It's now for the trendy teenagers. People's Bank Yes Team, the first wow of the teens of the new era.
Every dream has a beginning. Before the trophies, before the crowds, before the national jersey. For generations, basketball has shaped discipline, teamwork, leadership, and champions. Across Sri Lanka, thousands of young players step onto a court carrying one dream. But every dream needs support. Every talent deserves opportunity. For more than 6 decades, People's Bank has stood behind the aspirations of Sri Lankans, supporting education communities' future generations. Today, we step onto a different court.
Introducing People's Bank Future MVPs.
A platform dedicated to discovering, developing, and celebrating the next generation of Sri Lankan basketball. Not just building better players, building Sri Lanka's future MVPs.
People's Bank is proud to power Sri Lankan schools basketball tournament 2026.
People's Bank, future MVPs.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, back with the Inter-School Basketball Championship Under 13 C Division, sponsored by People's Bank, brought to you by the Papare live broadcast. The end of the third quarter final with St. Joseph's College 73, Trinity College Kandy 13. An impressive show of dominance from St. Joseph's College. They are aided by Trinity College's poor defense and multiple mistakes on both sides, but St. Joseph's are able to capitalize on those faults and win that game. Our next match, St. Peter's College versus Gateway College, will not take place. St. Peter's College will get the automatic win for that. And our previous 2 quarterfinals, DS Senanayaka College, also another impressive display of dominance over St. Thomas's College with a 42-point lead over them. And Nalanda College and Lyceum International School Vattala, another impressive match, quite an entertaining one, with both sides putting up an equal fight, really picking up in the fourth quarter there with Nalanda College. And our next Division C semi-finals fixtures at 3 p.m. DS Senanayaka College versus St. Peter's College and St. Joseph's College versus Nalanda College at 4 p.m. are 2 semi-finals for today. The Inter-School Under 13 Basketball Championship should be an interesting fixture for the rest of today. And with that, we are done for now, and we'll see you back at 3 p.m.
stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, the Papare.
3, 2, 1, roll.
This is the Sri Lankaවේ අංකික ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare සමග.
Welcome back to the Papare.
Welcome to the live broadcast on the Papare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
The Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.